and I don't know who need to hear this, but this message is gonna find the person that it's for. You have been holding something in, and you've been wanting to go back to something that you used to do, where you were in survival mode, you were independent, you were doing things and showing up in a way that you needed to because you had to do that. But now it's time for you to grieve your old life. Now it's time for you to grieve what it is that you used to do, that old identity. If you gotta cry about it, cry. If you gotta lay it at God's feet, if you gotta literally just sit with it for a while and release, do what you need to do, but it's time for you to let it go. Because God is bringing you into a new season. He is bringing you somewhere new, and you cannot hold on to the old version of you. You cannot hold on to the old identity and walk into the new thing that God has for you. If you want to walk into what God has for you, the new thing, then you have to step into a new identity. But you cannot step into that. You cannot walk in that new identity. You cannot operate in that new identity if you still have not grieved the old version of you, the version of you that was in survival mode, the version of you that was always needing to be doing something, needing to be on go, needing to work, needing to hustle. That version of you is not the version of you that you are about to step into. That is a totally different person. It's a totally different identity. In order to step into the new that God actually got for you, you're going to have to step into that new identity. The new identity is not in hustle mode. It's not in, oh, I need to do this, I need to go do that, I need to do this, I need to make that money over there, I need to go get that job, I need to go to get that job. No. That is survival mode. The new version of you, the new identity, is not moving with a scarcity mindset. It's time for you to let go of that old identity in order to step into the new. If you want something new, you got to be willing to let go of the old and make space for what's to come. Whatever it is that you've been trying to go back to, you're going to have to let it go. You have to let it go. It's something that God already told you, no, you're not, I don't want you doing that. It's something that God already showed you is not good for you. It's a distraction from what it is that He got for you, what it is that He's doing in your life. It is pulling you away from that. It was pulling you away from spending time with Him. It was distracting you from pouring into that thing that He had you working on. Like, whatever it is that you're trying to go back to because you feel like it's going to make things easier. You feel like it's going to lighten the load. God is saying that you have to grieve that version of you because He's calling you higher. He is calling you to a new level. He's calling you to show up bigger and better than how you used to show up. When you were doing that thing, you were not this version of you that you're stepping into now. You were not as confident, as bold, as your discernment wasn't as sharpened. Your relationship with God wasn't as strong. You were not in this place right here where you are right now. You were not here before when you were doing that thing. You will have to grieve that. It's time to release it. It's time to let it go. It's time to put it down. It's time to stop thinking, oh, I need to go back to this to make my life easier. Oh, I need to just go back to this because this is too hard. No. You got to trust God. He's calling you to show up bigger and better. He is calling you higher to another level. He's calling you to trust Him more. Whatever it is, you got to trust God. You have to trust Him like crazy faith. Crazy faith. And it's scary, of course. People gonna think you crazy. But it's gonna take a radical amount of faith, an immaculate amount of faith for where God is taking you right now. And you gotta show up as the best version of you every single day. You gotta show up as the new version of you. Step into that new identity little by little every single day. I don't care how hard it seems. I don't care what might be fighting against you, holding you back, the opposition. You can fight back. You have the power to speak life over your situation, to speak life over yourself, to speak life over your finances. You have the power. It is in your voice. Your breakthrough is connected to what you speak over your life. Your breakthrough is connected to what you believe. So you gotta grieve the old version of you, or else you're gonna keep recreating this hardship or whatever it is that you're going through in your life. If you do not shift your mindset, if you do not boldly step into what God has for you and empty yourself of the old so that you can make room for the new that God actually has for you. God got something big for you, something new for you, something grand for you. But holding on to the old is literally a blockage, and it's going to block you from what's right in front of you. It's going to block you from your blessings that's in front of you, from your breakthrough, from your healing, from your next level. And you don't want to do that. So show up as the new version of you. Show up as the best version of you. Show up as the you that God created you to be every single day, no matter how hard it is. Let go of the old version of you that was in survival mode. Thinking that you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta put your hands to this, you gotta go work that job, you gotta go work super hard just to make $1. Like, no, that ain't you no more. You ain't even there no more. And I know it was easy. It was easy then in that season of your life. That was easy for you to do in that season of your life, because you were just getting out of, maybe a toxic situation, maybe a tough situation where you didn't have the money and you had to go do that thing. But now you are not in that place anymore. You are no longer in a place of survival. It's time for you to get out of survival mode and step into thrive mode. And you got to forcefully do it. Because where God is taking you, it's gonna take trust. It's gonna take faith. It's gonna take knowing that God got your back, knowing that God's provision is sufficient enough, knowing that He is providing for you, knowing that He is there and He will not let you down. God been showing up for you all this time, even when you were in that season of your life. He been showing up for you all this time. He been doing the thing for you all this time. And now you're starting to doubt again. You're starting to feel that heaviness, that weight, telling you to go back to that because that's easier. Telling you to stop doing what you're doing and go back to doing that thing because it's easier now. No, instead of going back, you got to push forward. You got to push. And you got to trust. Trust God and know. Trust God and know that He is God, that He will show up, that He is taking care of you. Everything is taken care of. Hustle culture out the window. You don't got it. You're not there no more. Working hard just to make $1, you're not there no more. So it's time to grieve that old version of you and step into what God has for you. Step into the version of you that God has created you to be. Step into your new identity. You're becoming somebody new, and you can no longer operate like the old version of you. You can no longer operate like the version of you that was in that season. That's not you no more. It's time to grieve that identity. Let go. Because God is bringing something in that is bigger than you can ever imagine. So, grieve that version of you. And trust God and know that He got your back every single step of the way. And you about to step into the greatest season of your life. That's the message. I love you.